this is going to be the video that fixes your PC. In today's in-depth video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your PC super fast. There's going to be multiple steps, but I'm guaranteeing that this is the video for you. So we're going to go through a lot of software things, so make sure to stay tuned for the entire video since I am going step by step with you guys. And if you guys have any trouble, leave them in the comment section below for me to help you, and if not, just rewatch the video. So step number one, we're going to start off with the startup. Now, startup is basically when you turn on your PC or restart it for any reason. Okay, look up Task Manager or click Control-Shift-ESC. Once you're here, we're going to go straight into the startup apps. You guys can also look up startup, but it'll just look a little different. And here are the list of startup applications that start when your PC turns on. The reason why this is an issue is because a lot of people have laptops which have minimal RAM as well as a lower form of graphics card. So what you guys want to do is disable each one by one. For example, make sure you understand what you're disabling also. So for example, this is an application I use. All I have to do is right click, disable. This is another one. And now as we're doing this, we're giving our PC an opportunity to turn on and get itself situated before we add on more tasks. As far as I know, you can't do multiple at once. All these startup applications usually are pretty safe to turn off, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Alright, and now that we do that, once we restart our PC, you guys will see a difference. So depending on what type of graphics card you have, you guys want to look up the application for it so that we can update the drivers. For me, since it's NVIDIA, what I want to do is go ahead and click drivers in my application. Again, just look it up on Chrome, NVIDIA driver updater or anything like that, and you guys will come up with this one. This one's called GeForce Experience, and you guys, if you have a different one, it's going to be there as well. Just click drivers. Then mine has an actual update, so all you have to do is click download. And this is something you guys want to continue doing just because updating your drivers can give you more bang for your buck, but it's also going to give you better performance overall for the device that you paid for. Next, what you guys want to do is go ahead and go into disk cleanup. So look up disk cleanup, and once we're here, it's going to give us a variety of options of different things that we can do. So for starters, we're going to go ahead and click, obviously download temporary, those two clicked, as well as temporary files, thumbnails, recycle bin. Now this is just going to be extra data that we don't need anymore. And we can also click delivery optimization files. So you guys can see here, it says 4 gigabytes on my end. So it's a good amount. And then once we do that, we just click OK, and it's going to go ahead and erase all these extra files. Next tip, this one's going to be really helpful, especially for running things like games, Chrome, or anything like that. Is going to be really helpful for you. What we want to do is go ahead and disable visual effects. So for this one, we're going to be opening system properties. So right click on your start button here, then we're going to go ahead and click system. Then once we're here on your device specifications, you're going to see advanced system settings. Go ahead and click that. And now that we're here, click advanced. Then we're going to go ahead and click performance on settings. Now that we're here, this is going to be the key role you guys have to remember. So if it doesn't matter to you certain transitions or making your PC look really good, and you're just here for the pure performance of the games, Chrome, video editing, whatever it is, what you guys want to do is click adjust for best performance. Notice how it unclicks all these extra things, so your PC will look different. Even the colors might change or the way these things are updated. That's exactly how it's going to look. It's going to look different. But something as subtle as opening up an application will not have a transition, such as this one. See how it looked just like poppy kind of thing? That is what's different with this one. Notice how our text and font also slightly changed. Once you've clicked best performance, make sure you click apply, then click OK. So for our next step, we might actually have a virus on our PC, and I'm going to help you get that off your device. So we're going to look up this website called Malwarebytes. So this application is free for everyone. There's a slight premium version if you want it, but it is free to download for all PCs. Now again, this is all an advertisement. You just wait for the little download to start. Next, just click install. We don't need any of the extra installations. Personal, skip this step. And now that we finished installing, just click skip, maybe later. Again, you don't need any of this. If it asks for an email address, just put something random like example@example. So next, once we're in here, we're going to click the scan on the scanner. So it's going to be this one. What you want to do is make sure you do this without things that are running in the background, such as Chrome, any of these other things. We want to right click on them and we want to exit out of them just because we don't want too many things running. Depending on how many files you have downloaded on your computer, this might take a while. And now that it finished, you guys can see I actually do have a couple of threats. It does say potentially unwanted, and depending on the type of file you guys want to quarantine these items and eventually erase it. Usually if it says potentially unwanted, I usually don't erase it just because I have a lot of hacks and stuff like that. But if it has like a red or a yellow or something else, you guys can click the little type here, click it, and it'll give you more information on what it is. we can quarantine it and erase it. And on to our next fix. What you guys want to do is go ahead and update your Windows PC. So click the little window and click update, or look up update. And now here it is. It's actually telling me I have an update ready to go. So what you want to do once you're here is click update and you should be ready to start. The thing is, Windows tends to try and optimize the hardware that you have already on your device. So all you have to do is try and update it regularly so your PC won't start slowing down so much. Next, this is going to be for laptops only. So if you're on a laptop, what you want to do is search up battery, and what you see is power, sleep, and battery settings. Click that. What you're going to see here is system and power battery. What you guys want to do is click power mode. Once you're in power mode, you're going to get a variety of recommendations that you guys want to toggle. So make sure your PC is not in energy saving mode in order for you to change this, or else you won't be able to change it. We're going to change our power mode from balance to best performance. The issue with best performance is that it does take away a bit of your battery, but if you don't care and you have it plugged in anyways, turn that on. So for starters, make sure you're not in energy saving mode. If you are, it will not let you change these settings and they will be grayed out. Next, what you want to do is we're going to go ahead and check running apps in the background. So you're going to click Control-Shift-S or go to Task Manager down below. And once we're here, you're going to see things that are running in the background that don't need to be. For example, this Adobe Content Synchronizer that I'm not using, I don't have any Adobe product open, but it's still there. I'm going to go ahead and click that. So what you're going to do is right click and end task. Now you want to make sure you don't go too far below, because after a while, these are items that you do need. Like for example, Malwarebytes, we don't need it open. We can close it, right? But when it comes to the Microsoft stuff, or even the NVIDIA or your graphics card things, you don't want to mess with that. So all these things you don't want to mess with. You only want to mess with the applications you know. So to start, Malwarebytes, we don't need to open, right? End task. There it is. And now we have saved more memory, more CPU power for other things. Next, this is going to be super important. We're going to optimize our drives. So it doesn't matter if you have an SSD or a hard drive in your device. We're going to be able to fix both of them. So let's go and look up defrag. And basically this is going to be defragment and optimize drives. Click it. Click your drive. If it gives you multiple options, make sure you're clicking your current drive. You guys will be able to know what your current drive is if you go to your little yellow folder here, go to this PC, and it's going to tell you the drives here, and it's going to tell you how much storage is on each. So this is my main drive, which is Windows C, so make sure you're on that. So notice how mine says needs optimized 28 days, whatever. That's because I haven't optimized this in a very, very long time. And this is something that needs to be continued doing. The best way to explain this is code is written in lines, right? So when something gets erased, like you erase a picture, you take back something, those lines are erased, but there's empty space in between that code. So what your computer does is it writes code in between the empty space, but also continues writing the rest of that code for that file on a different space. And that takes a lot of time, especially if you have a hard drive. It has to go back to read one piece of code and then go all the way back down to another piece of the code because they're fragmented. They're in different spaces on the drive itself. So once we're here, we're going to go ahead and click optimize. It's going to run. And also make sure to schedule your optimization, turn that on. It's not a big deal. It'll actually help you in the long run. That's basically it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get that play button. Thank you.